Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Heavensward. In the last episode, we ran through our next Samurai class story quest, where we hunted down someone who was basically exploiting refugees as a corrupt moneylender, and then when they couldn't pay, forcing them into slavery, including one young woman who was going to be forced into sex slavery, essentially. We tracked them down, found out that the moneylender was working with a bunch of corrupt brass blades. We either killed or captured those brass blades and turned everybody over to the proper authorities. Got that all taken care of. And then we came out here to Kurthus Western Highlands again to continue working on the main story, where we went to the Ak-Afa amphitheater again, fought a bunch of heretics which had partaken of dragon blood and were transforming themselves into dragonkin. Again, either killed them or drove them off, but they did give us a clue as to where they might be going and where Lady Iceheart may be. A large, I guess now frozen body of a dragon that is covered in ash at one point. And so we were heading in this direction. But Estinian suggested that we stop over here in the camp of the Convictors first to see if they had any information. Not many of them actually did, but one of them let them know that there were certain defectors who had mentioned, and that he had found out, that to contact the heretics, you had to make some purple smoke somewhere, so we're going to attempt to do that. But while we're over here in the Convictors camp, we went ahead and grabbed up a whole bunch of side quests that we were going to go ahead and work on first, because one of them, at least, well, probably a couple of them, are going to get us aether currents that we're going to need to be able to fly eventually. So we want to go ahead and get those done. So let's go ahead and head out and see what it is that we're going to do here. Alright, first off is we actually have one right here in camp, and this is going to be the secret to success, which just for a reminder of what this is. Dominiac wants to support Sir Emmerich, but cannot do so without gaining glory, slaying dragons. So yeah, we're trying to gather some of the more veteran Dragon Slayer's secrets, so this guy can learn more about proper dragon slaying, because these guys are a little bit competitive about their techniques. All right, Sly Scout, what do you have to say? You want to know about dragons, do you? Well, you're speaking to the right man. I know stuff about them beasts that even the dragons ain't heard of. Oh, don't think I'll be telling you for free, though. Tell you what, I'm due to go out on patrol any minute now, but it's far too bloody cold for it, if you ask me. I'll put my patrol points on your map, or in your map here, and if you go do my patrol for me, I'll tell you what I know. Okay, another guy trying to get me to do his work, which, you know, we do need info, so we might as well go ahead and play along. Alright, but first, we have some other things. We need to kill some bears, because they're apparently getting into the camp's stores. So they want us to thin the numbers a bit. Let's go ahead and get Chocobo out. And let's ruin this bear's day. Perfect. 1 of 4 down. Okay. So, oh, here's another bear. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to use Make You a She Sweet. Oh, fate failed. Well, we didn't even participate, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so here's the first patrol destination, and there's another polar bear. Let's go ahead and hit the patrol route. See if we run into anything angry. Nothing. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab the bear. One symbol, which gives us the dot. That's 3 of the 4 polar bears we need. And this is another one of the polar bears. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab that, just so we can check that one off of our list. Alright, now this guy, we're going to do the, what's this called? Hisatsu Kaiten. Increase the damage of our next Yajutsu. Alright. Alright, Slay Polar Bears is done. Alright, so here's the next destination in the patrol route over here. We're also going to need to kill a... what was it? A room? R-H-E-U-M-S. They should be around here somewhere, too. I think that right there is actually one of them. Indeed it is. Actually, there's multiples. We need to kill 3 of them. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that one. Those are polar bears from a fate. Actually, I want to get that off the bars. It's redundant. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit this one. Actually, I already have 1 symbol, so let's go ahead and put the dot up. Yeah, didn't bother wasting it on that one. Alright. How are you? Actually use the Make Yoshisui again. Alright, so there's 2 of the 3 we need. No, that is all the ones we need. Okay. Never mind. The destination is like right on top of the fate. Okay. Alright, well, let's just kill this polar bear. It's a level 48 polar bear. I should be able to kill it fairly easily. Alright, actually that put pretty decent progress on the fate, but Alright, well, we got the stand watch off. Even though we are under attack. Alright, well, let's kill the room. Let's use Bloodbath to heal us as we do damage. It actually wouldn't take too many of those polar bears to clear this fate. We have, what, 11 minutes? Yeah, they spawn pretty much as soon as we kill them, so... Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and clear this fate. But I'm going to pause it while I do it because it's just going to be a whole bunch of killing polar bears. Which is just going to be a bit repetitive. So, I'm going to pause. And when I'm back, we will have cleared the fate. Okay, that should be the last of it. Yep. There we go. Nice pile of EXP. A little bit of money. And some company seals. Which... I haven't even looked at how many... Okay, we have 5,500. Not sure that's going to be enough to actually rank up yet. Alright. Purple flame, purple flame. We need to kill one of the yaks in the area. Let's try to avoid the rooms. Oh, would you look at that? There's an aether current. Just kind of found one at random. Perfect. And there is one of the woolly yaks we need to kill for its hide. All right. It would help if I had it selected. Okay, well, it appears we actually need 2 of them. Alright. Is there another quest target? Yep, there's one over there. Alright. Avoid the AoE. There we are. For all the knights to come speak with Nadine. That's over by the DUSK VIGIL. And that is most likely an instance. I mean, an actual dungeon. We are going to need to do that because that is one of the ones that gives us an aether current. So all right, Lucier. Well, well, you're certainly more reliable than any lordling I've ever met. They've only got eyes for dragons, even though I tell them time and again that if no one sees to those bears, there'll be nary a scrap to eat. But do they listen? I dare say everyone around here could stand to be a little more like you. Well, I said you'd be compensated, and I'm true to my word. I trust you'll consider this fair remuneration for your efforts. Okay, yeah, we got the Aether Currents, and we have an option of what kind of food we want. Bacon bread, haddock dip, or triple cream coffee. That's for mages. This is for gatherers, like botanists, miners, and botanists, and miners, and fishermen. That's one. This is kind of more for what we're going to be going for, but it's still more of a tank food, but we'll grab it. Oh, looks like she has another quest for us. Ysale is looking for someone to help keep her warm through the cold Curthan nights. Okay. I look troubled, do I? Well, we all have our fair share of troubles out there. You looking to lend a hand? Out here, the cold is a constant nemesis. We could always use more yak wool for the creation of blankets. Bring me 3 baskets of it. I'll see that it's worth your while. Oh. Wool. Okay. That's probably makes sense. Alright. Mr. Scout. Alright. Back already, are you? Well, a deal's a deal. I'll tell you what I know. I have no idea why, but the corpses of weaker dragons seem to attract the higher-ranking Dravanians. Once you know this, it makes it pretty easy to lay a trap for some of the bigger, nastier dragons out there. Now listen, don't go tell anyone about this, you hear? Just think what would happen if everyone knew. Things are dangerous enough around here to begin with, especially lately. Imagine some low-born, some young lad with dreams of nobility and nothing to lose, some guy who's come out here to find glory at any cost. Imagine he finds out how to bring the biggest, nastiest monsters in the realm out of hiding. Just keep it to yourself is what I'm saying. You can never be too careful. Well, guess who I'm gonna go tell immediately. Alright. Hello. Ah, you're back. Were you able to learn anything useful? Well, yes, actually. I see. So I can use the corpses of weaker dragons to attract bigger ones. It seems like I might be able to bag quite a prestigious catch this way. I start with a small one, kill that, then wait for a bigger one to come along. Then if I kill that one, an even bigger one should appear. Then I kill that one, and so on. You have my deepest gratitude. Thanks to you, I now know what I must do. But I might ask another favor in the future. Guess what? You're gonna want me to do a bunch of that killing for you, is what I'm guessing. Alright, I'm working on my plan to draw out a great ferocious dragon. A new recruit has just joined the Convictors, so I'm delegating the execution of the plan to him. The lad shows a lot of potential, but he's sorely lacking in experience. You, though, my friend, have more experience than anyone in the Convictory. I'd be eternally grateful if you could put some of that famous skill to good use and lend the young lad a hand. Oh lord, the soldier's name is Saint-Relmo. Saint-Relmo? Talk to him, he knows all the relevant details, so he can answer any further questions you might have. And there he is. Ah, you must be the adventurer Dominique said would be assisting me. I made it quite clear that I could handle it myself, but the man won't listen. I'm ever so sorry, madam. Master Saint-Relmo has been having a bad day. He means no disrespect. He'd be more than happy to benefit from your assistance. We ought to start by reviewing the plan. Recently, there have been sightings of particularly unusual if somewhat diminutive member of the Dravanian horde, a Tullahand. It's been observed near the great tree to the northeast. If the information you've gathered is correct, we should be able to kill this smaller dragon quite easily and use it as bait to attract a larger one. We shall sally forth to the great tree now and find this beast. Once your preparations are in order, rendezvous with us there. We'll be waiting for you. Alright. We have slain those rooms. Okay, slain those rooms already, have you? How did you find them? They put up much of a fight? Good work, lass. Clearly the Azure Dragoon doesn't travel with mere amateurs. It sounds like those rooms barely put up enough of a fight to be considered a proper warm-up. You clearly know what you're doing. If you want to try your hand at hunting down some dragons, speak with me again sometime. And we get in Aether Current. Perfect. And he has yet another quest for us. Alright, those rooms you slew last time may have been easy hunting, but I assure you, dragons are not. Even veteran convictors can find themselves, or can find them to be something of a handful sometimes. If you want to try your hand at it yourself, I suggest you start with some Archaeornis. They are great feathered scalekin monsters, and they form part of the Horde's vanguard. You'll find the beasts wandering about to the north, near Banepool. Find 3 Archaeornis and put them down without mercy. Consider it a test of skill, if you will. Alright. Simple enough. And looks like we actually have a quest out there. And that one over there. So I guess what we'll do is we'll start making our way north. It looks like we're going to have to go kill more yaks. I wish I had that quest a little earlier than this, because I could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone, but, you know, we'll go kill some more yaks. That's fine. We need 3 wolves. Alright, so. Three more yaks. Should not be too difficult. Alright, that one is down. There's another one. Actually, and there's one over there too. So that should be our 3 targets. Oh, there's one over there. Managed to get hit by it, which means I'm now paralyzed for 10 more seconds. Which is fairly annoying. Alright, there we go. And there is our 3rd target. Alright, that's done. And we'll keep making our way north. Baby strides. We need to find Archaeornis and kill them. 3 of them, to be specific. Let's go ahead and mount up and ride. And I think these are our targets. Indeed they are. Yep, these are no threat. I think I'm being underestimated here. Alright, but let's just complete it. And let's see. Don't want to get hit by that. You are down. I think on this one, I'm just going to go ahead. Pop the make your She-Suite. Okay, 3 down. And let's go ahead and head over to this lonely Vigil quest. So I think it may have to do with the Dusk Vigil. No, you're over here. Spiteful Knight. Alright, what do you have for me? Spiteful Knight is staring wistfully out over the frozen lake. Alright, don't see many adventurers out this way. I was just looking out over Banepool. Great battles were fought at this fortress, but no matter how brutal, no matter how much blood was spilt, this lake always waited patiently to swallow all within its tranquil waters. The calamity changed all that. The lake is frozen over, and slimy, God's damned beast wander its surface without a shred of respect, and I won't stand for it. I no longer have my old strength, or I'd drive these slimes away myself. Do an old man a favor and teach some of these gelatai a lesson. Slaughter them, such that I might have another glimpse of the lake as it once was. Okay. And if you wouldn't know it, look, there is a Aether Current right over there. Alright, and he wants me to kill 4 of these. Alright, fine. We're on our way over here anyway, so. Nadine, I guess is how you pronounce that. What's this? A ward of House Fortemps wishes to enter the Dusk Vigil. You are aware that the ruins are infested with wild beasts and gods only know what else, are you not? Why, just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast. Not a dragon, mind, but something altogether different. But far be it for me to deny an esteemed personage the opportunity to kill herself in new and exciting ways. Pray, go on ahead. Alright, yeah, Dusk Vigil is now accessible, so that is going to be a dungeon that we need to do. But it's going to be a little late to do that today. So, just keep working our way through these quests. I have a feeling that Mr. Gentilo is going to have something more for us to do after all of this. So, let's just go ahead and burn through this and try to decide what it is that we are going to be doing when we get through killing these things. I think what we'll probably go do is head over here and do the whole purple smoke thing. We just need to find one more of these gelatos. And then turn this into that knight. My Chocobo decided to call it quits? Nah. Get back out here. Alright, well, I killed the slimy beasts for you. Alright, you needn't say anything. Your actions speak loud enough. You have my thanks. Seems some adventurers are worth their salt after all. Now I can finally remember this place as it once was. The battles we fought and the friendships we forged, all atop this lake's still waters. Alright. So let's go ahead and mount up, and we're going to head in the direction of the main quest, but let's go ahead and hit the Ether Compass just to make sure there isn't anything on the way. 500 yalms to the west. That is almost certainly going to be atop that ridge line there. And if I had to guess, probably right at the tip there. Though I don't see it. $313 yalms to the southwest. Alright then. I'm actually going to go ahead and climb this cliff because if I had to guess, it's going to be up here somewhere. There it is. There's an ice commander directly on top of it. Well, let's remove that guy. Grab that. And there are our companions. And that is the great body of the frozen dragon right there. Do I want to? Yep, let's just go ahead and turn it in. It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Indeed I do.
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
Alright, what will we say? We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard. We wish to speak with you. Well, let's just say we wish to speak with you.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm, Hraesvelgar, in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
All right. Oh, that actually gets us an Aether Current. Complete. So now we know what Lady Ysart, or Ysale, saw in her vision, and the reason, and what she believes is the reason, the true reason for the war. All right. Basically, the Elizin stole Nidhogg's eye. So, let's go ahead and talk to her again. Lady Ysart stands ready to lead you and your companions to Dravania. And we'll start getting some level 52 gear, which is good. Accept. You are Ayame, yes? Pray address me as Ysale, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Ah, Chocobo Forest, that sounds pleasant. But we have other things we need to do before we head there. We need to turn these quests in, and we have a dungeon to run. But let's take a look first at our Aether Currents. We have all of the Field Currents. Okay, I thought we had at least one more. And we need one more actual quest current, which is probably the... Yep, it's this one. To do the Dusk Vigil. Alright, let's turn these in, and then let's see if good old Gentilo has any more things he'd like us to do to prove how good we are. Alright, let's turn this one. We still have need of that wool if you're willing to procure it. I have already done so. This is some of the highest quality wool that I have ever seen. I must say, you've gone above and beyond what I asked of you. You have my deepest thanks. The nights are bitterly cold these days, but the blankets made from this wool will do much to keep our people warm. And you have another quest for me. Okay. And give me a phoenix down. It's a medicine of some sort. Let's see. Billowy plumage of the fledgling phoenix, a legendary bird that upon each fiery death is said to rise from its own ashes in a literal blaze of glory. And placed upon the body of one who is incapacitated, it will instantly revive the person. While some cultures insist that the tail feather's restorative properties trump those of down, these claims have yet to be proven in any sort of scientific capacity. Cannot be used during battle. So we can use that to revive someone who has been knocked out. I don't think I've ever come into a situation where I've had to use it. But let's see what the quest is. Whatever could be taking him so long? It oughtn't take this much time just to deliver a message. I sent a man out on a mission quite some time ago. He should have been back hours ago, but there's still no sign of him. He was on Chocoback, so he should have returned by now. Would you do me the favor of heading out towards Riversmeet and seeing if you can find him? Okay. Let's turn this in. How'd you find those Arcanoris? They may not be smart, but they certainly put up a good fight, wouldn't you say? Not really. You make it sound easy. But not all of us have had the opportunity to fight at the side of the Azure Dragoon to see firsthand how best these mighty beasts may be brought down. Many Ishgardians think we nobles of the Convictory are simply here out of foppery and whim. They scarce understand the risks we take defending Ishgard from the Horde, but I feel perhaps that you understand. If ever you decide you want to join the Convictors, you need but say the word. Turn it in. And indeed he does have something else for us to do. Gentilo will not stop moaning about his leg. Really. Ugh, my leg. That last dragon made quite a mess of it. Had it happened to anyone else, I dare say they'd have been made a meal of. Fortunately, I'm made of sterner stuff, and got away with no more than a flesh wound to show for it. I'm keen to get back out there and hunt that bastard down, but I shan't be going anywhere until this leg heals up. Say, do you think you can fetch something for me? The waters of Dragonspit are said to have healing properties. If I had some of that, I'd be back on my feet in no time. Take this bottle and fill it with water from that spring, would you? That's a lovely name for a spring. Dragonspit. Okay. Spring into action. Obtain the spring water at Dragonspit. Introductory dragon slaying. That is speak with him near the great tree and slay the Tulahand. And using the duty finder into Dusk Vigil. And a faithful companion. Search for the messenger near Riversmeet. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead. We're going to end the episode here. And then what we'll do when we come back is we're going to run through Dusk Vigil to unlock that last Aether Current so I can actually fly here. And then we will use our ability to fly to knock out the rest of these side quests before proceeding on to the next zone, which is going to be the Dravanian Forelands. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.